beautiful people, and welcome. In today's video, we are going to be talking about a topic I titled The Hidden Treasure. The hidden treasure. A treasure is any possession that is highly valued by its owner. Every human being on earth has something that they value so much, and that is what usually drives them to wake up in the morning and become useful. Because they know that the level of their usefulness will determine when they can acquire their treasure. If you want to know what someone treasures the most in their life, you can simply ask the person a question like, if you are given the opportunity to wish for one thing and it will be done for you, what would that thing be? And you can quickly detect the person's treasure. For some, it might be education. They want to acquire a particular certificate. For others, it might be money. To build a house and buy cars. To own a land. To start up a business. To travel outside the country. To get married and have children. All these things are what people value, and they are considered to be their treasures. Believe me, the happiest and most exciting thing that can happen to one is when you finally acquire that thing that you value so much. The feeling is something you cannot explain. You feel like you are on top of the world and you want to scream your lungs out. In as much as it is important for one to have treasures in their life, however, we should not allow those treasures to take the place of God in our lives. That in pursuit of those treasures, you are willing to go contrary to the commandments of God. Remember the first commandment in Exodus 20, that you should not have any other God except me. Whatsoever you value more than God has replaced God in your life. In Luke 12, the Bible recorded a parable about a rich man whose land yielded an abundant harvest, and he thought to himself, what should I do? I have no place to store my crops. Then he said, I will tear down my barn and build a bigger one. And there I will store up my surplus grains, and say to myself, you have plenty of grains laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said to him, you fool, this night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get all that you've prepared for yourself? This is how it will be for whoever that store up things for themselves, but is not rich towards God. A very popular footballer lost his life with that of his younger brother in a car accident. It turns out that just the previous week, he got married to his wife, who has had 3 beautiful children for him before the wedding. I'm sure a lot of people, especially his wife, will say, finally, a wedding. Finally, I am married. Only for her joy to be cut short in such a tragic way. It is this kind of events that make you wonder if all this our struggle on earth is really worth it. The sooner we understand that our stay on earth is but for a moment, the sooner we will start realigning our treasures to become the things that really matter in life. Matthew 6 verse 19 says, do not lay for yourself treasures on earth, where moths and dust can destroy, where thieves can break in and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moths and rust cannot destroy, and where thieves cannot break in and steal. When you realize that all the treasures on earth are nothing but vanity, then will your eyes be opened to a greater purpose, which is heaven. Matthew 13 verse 44 says that the kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in the field, which when a man finds, he hides it, and with joy he goes and sells all that he has and acquires that field. Living a life without Jesus creates a gap in your life, a hunger that cannot be filled. So you search around for earthly treasures because you feel that by acquiring them you can actually be gratified. But the truth is that the pursuit for that gratification never really ends. When you give your life to Christ and allow Him transform you, you will find yourself becoming unburdened, and you will be in a place of rest where no situation or circumstance can take the place of Christ in your life. Not that you will live your life without making efforts. No, you will live your life making efforts, setting standards, and making accomplishments. But those accomplishments will never take the place of God in your life. And you are willing to give up any or every achievement or status that will hinder you from winning the heavenly race. When you get to that point in your life, then and only then have you found that hidden treasure. If you made it to the end of this video, kindly like, share and subscribe for more videos. Thank you so much for watching and have a blessed day. Bye.